Yo, welcome back. This is Stu42 with another Minecraft episode. Today, I'm actually going to continue on from what I did last episode, which was sorting out this piping here. I've decided that before I go much further, I actually really liked sorting this out here, so I want to sort it out a bit more and fix up a bunch of the storage. So one of the things I did between this episode and the last is I changed all these jabber barrels over for storage drawers. There's the jabber barrel. You can see the contents of it pretty easily on there. You can't see the contents unless you mouse over. There are upgrades you can apply, but of course they take a bit of resources and stuff to do. So what I was thinking I would do is we'll get this one down there. We'll put these over a bit, and I'm thinking we'll put the controller up the top here. Wow. Okay, that is one hell of a tooltip. I was not expecting that. All right, so and from there, what we're going to do is we're going to have not the junction pipe, we'll have the interface pipe, which is the only one we have left. Awesome. And then of course in the interface pipe we are going to need a broadcaster to broadcast what's in there. Although that is not letting me broadcast. Oh, there we go. Finally in there. Cool. So that's on the broadcaster. And also we want to have an item sync. So basically the terminator chip. And the terminator chip is going to be set to blacklist, which means we want everything to go here that can possibly come here. And we want the priority to stay at 0 so that anything we set higher is going to be higher. Cool. No mucking around on this episode. I want to get ahead and get this done. So we were going to run this. Now I don't want it to hit that scanner. I have a funny feeling. Oh no, cool, awesome. Right, I'm liking these pipes more and more just with that one little bit. Okay, so we now want a junction there. And this can come across woohoo to there. Now of course nothing will go into here unless it actually matches these items that are on the wall here. So what I really need to do now is hook. Yeah, I need to take these barrels out and put them in down there as storage drawers. I will need to make, actually, let's just see if we can do that now. So one of the things that I've got is in two of these, in the apple and the sapling, we have the void upgrade for the jabber barrels. We need to make the void upgrade for the storage drawers instead, which means you need dense obsidian plate. 9 obsidian, configuration 9 in the big bending machine. And I did actually make one of these between last episode and now. And it is sitting here, advanced bending machine, hasn't been used yet. Interesting thing though, inside that, once we completed that, it actually unlocks this chunk loading for the world anchor. So now that we can make dense obsidian plate, dense gold plate, yeah, a bunch of things, I might get that quest done as well. So what I've just realized is looking in that chest, I haven't quite got enough pipes and things left. Yeah, we need to fix up the way this is working because I end up with charcoal bouncing all over this row. This is also banked right up now on compressed charcoal and the charcoal, which is pretty cool. But it does have these bits of charcoal jumping around a bit. So let me go away. I'll make a bunch of extra pipes and bits and pieces we're going to need. And then we'll come back and try and convert these to storage drawers, put them over here with the other storage drawers, yeah, and just get the right interfaces and the right routing chips and stuff in place to have everything all hooked up and unified together. So I'll see you back here in just a bit. All right, I've made a few more extra things. We've got a lot of stuff bouncing around in here at the moment though. One of the things that I've noticed is now that this is all completely full of charcoal, we do have, yeah, we've got a couple of bits of charcoal that are just constantly bouncing around inside there. What I'm planning on doing, actually what we might do is if we put one of those down there, grab the charcoal, put it in there so that that's what it's going to be. We can grab that. Do we want it there? Charcoal. You know what? Let's just put it there. Now, one of the things I also noticed is in there we have the broadcaster chip. I did have the where is it? Terminator chip as well. But for some reason, when the Terminator was in here, it just caused everything to lock up, and I'm not sure why. So basically the trees wouldn't go across there, none of the logs would go across there. Now I wonder if that will go across. So what we need to do now is grab that. Oh, do I have any on me? Yes, excellent. Grab that. Now, hopefully, by putting that there, stuff will go in there. Yeah. So what happened was when I put the Terminator chip in there, none of the wood went there. None of the the whole farm basically stopped working up the top, which was a bit bizarre, to be honest. So if we go up here now. Let's grab that and we'll throw it down there. Shift right click that to get rid of that. Cool. 1.2k of wood. Okay, so that's 18 stacks plus 5, and I'm hoping some more will get across there. Now if we grab the others, let's grab that. Put that there. Grab the apples. Now the other thing I did while in the break was I made 2 of these void upgrades. Oh, we're going to need a couple more of those chests. Let's grab 2. Oh, where are we? Now we're going to want one of these void upgrades. Let's go in there. Yep, cool. Let's grab all of these. Cool. There we go. All of those are in there. We can grab that and put the apples. I don't know. Actually, let's put them there. We want to grab all of those. Put them there. Cool. Now, actually, there's that. Is that going to go in? Please go in. Doink. 341 in 350. Awesome. Okay, so we've now got charcoal going in there. That's good. So there's none rattling around in the system. And the last one we need is the trees. which will be another void upgrade. Throw them all in there, and there will be some in there. Awesome. Unselect that. Cherry pick that. This one can definitely go up the top. Cool. Now I think I need a barrel to get out the upgrades from those. Sorry, a barrel hammer. I think it's the jabber hammer thing. Now over here, we can actually get rid of that terminator chip, the extractor chip, that terminator chip, and wow, lots of terminator chips. So can we clear these out? If we make that a blacklist one, make that one a blacklist one, will they stack? Yes, excellent. Make that a blacklist one with no apples as well. Cool. Okay, so we're going to want to make this go up. You know what? Let's reuse that junction there to go straight up and into the back of there. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. We should have 1864 plus 5. Let's just make sure the tree farm is actually going, because this really did weird stuff last time. Yep, appears that we're, yeah, not going. Not going at all. So why not is the question. Item extractor, cool. Let's just make sure we have the extractor set. Yep, blacklisted. It means it's going to pull everything that it can possibly pull. Which means there's no destination for them to go to. Which means something is wrong with the terminator chip. Blacklisted with nothing. MBT ignored. Let's say ignored. Yep. Priority. Yep. 0 is going to be fine because it's going to be the lowest priority. Let's see if we can just put that in there and see what happens. Hopefully we'll get a bunch of wood and stuff coming down. If not, I'm not entirely sure why it wouldn't. Because if we look on that, you can just see at the bottom of that massive list, there's the 1.2k of wood, and just above that there are 832. Oh no, wrong ones. Yeah, 4.1k down the bottom left. So yeah, it's definitely got the right things in there for that wood to happen. Now, that was a big flash. Does that mean there's stuff coming? Because this whole thing will fall apart if that doesn't happen. So one of the reasons we want to do that is we wanted to get something like, actually let's just steal this one for now. If we take that and just hang it off the bottom, we should be able to go to here. There we go. And we can see everything that's in the storage system because of the broadcaster chip. Unknown genome of that. And there's, yeah, so there's oak sapling, and then there's the unknown genome apple oak sapling. So that's fine. That's definitely seeing everything. So I don't know why that extractor is not quite working. All right, I might have to go and have a quick look at what's going on there. This one here, because we've now got the broadcaster, what I should be able to do is use a stock keeper chip instead. Man, I am seriously carrying around a lot of rubbish. Alright, so there we go, 5 of them there. So if we go stock keeper and we want to fill, no, not those two, we want to keep charcoal, refill infinitely, maybe? Match options. Yeah, refill infinitely should be fine. So what that will mean is, instead of having to have stuff floating around on the network in order for it to go here, it'll only pull stuff when this is empty. So if I take out those 32, it should send a message out and drag 32 back out. Wow, that's going fast. Yeah, back to 64. Oh, and we do we do get a little bounce, but this bounce should actually head straight back in because we've got the because we've got the item terminator chip. That should just head straight back in there. It's just really slow. Dun, dun, dun. All right, cool. Okay, so I'm going to need to run away just for a little bit and see if I can't figure out what is going wrong with the tree farm and why that is not actually sending its items down here like it should. But I will be back here in just a sec. All right, so here comes some sand from up above. Let's just make sure it goes in. Yep. Cool. All right. So it seems that you can't have each end just being empty configs. You have to actually give it either a destination that's named, as in the terminator needs to have exactly what's going to happen to it, or the source needs to. So in the item extractor chip, we now have whitelist and sand. So if we say whitelist, sand, and trees, oak rather, that should hopefully take some more. Alright, maybe we need some of that. And some of that. And then maybe the apple's blocking it. It's certainly very odd the way this works. Maybe we should just take away the extraction simulation. Now those are the only things that should be coming out of here. $5 and 64. Come on, please take the rest out. Still nothing. Maybe it'll get there. Well, it's certainly taking it out of that slot, just not this slot. Let's grab it up manually. Alright, well that's still a start. We're still getting stuff from the farm. We should be able to put a thing up there for fertilizer as well, so we can keep fertilizer going to the farm, as well as dirt. Dirt's another really important one we're going to need. So let's just do, yep, cool, so that's empty. Now we need to take apart this stuff. Alright, let me take this apart. I've got low bag space, so let me take all this stuff apart and get it ready for us to put the next bit of piping in, and just hook in probably a stock keeper chip and a standard extractor down the bottom. So I'll be back in again just a sec. Alright, we've made a little bit of space in here, and we are going to... Which way are we going to run it? I think we're going to run it straight up and over, to be honest. So it's going to go into this one, which is the output bus. Now the output bus is going to have interface pipe. Let's jump up there first. Okay. Now this did actually run all the way over the other side, so I'm going to make sure that we still do that. And we have another interface pipe. Now, this is the interface pipe that is going to have... where are we? Stock keeper. So the stock keeper chip is going to have to refill items when missing. Refill when items are missing. Now, how many do we need? Let's go for... So left click advances, right click takes it down again. Let's go for 64 oak. Refill when anything's missing, and we'll make sure there's 64 in there. Yep. And throw that in. Cool. Let's just make sure... Let's just make sure we have these working. So take that out. Cool, so that circuit will stay in there. We're just dumping the stuff in. That's awesome. That can go there. And this should pull some wood out. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Zip, zip, zip. Awesome. And now down here we're going to need also a extractor chip with... I don't have any. Damn it. Just grab that. So the extractor chip is going to have what we had last time, which is we whitelist the charcoal to make sure we pull charcoal out. Extract orientation default should be fine. Cool, output bus there. Let's turn this on. Turn this off. That'll set it processing 1, which unfortunately takes quite a while. We're also going to have to, I'll do this one off camera because I'm going to need another junction pipe with another stock keeper and another extractor. Unfortunately, the stock keeper chips aren't super cheap to make. They need blue, and at the moment I'm a tiny bit short on lapis, so I'll make that in between this episode and next episode. But this is looking pretty good. It's a little bit of a roundabout. I could probably have gone up to the tree farm from here instead of going all the way along and around and up. It's a bit of a roundabout way to go, I guess. Come on. Just want this to finish so that we can just check that last bit off. Oh, there we go. Woo, cool. So that's going to there. Everything should be sitting where it should be. That is going to use that. We can obviously retrieve anything from here we want, but maybe I should put that upstairs somewhere. instead. Oh, look, we've got apples and stuff coming as well. So the other thing I'm going to do between this time and next time is we'll get ourselves, if we grab ashes and put that in there, this will make fertilizer. So we'll make sure that we get some fertilizer in a stock keeper chip up the top as well, as well as with some dirt, and that way the dirt and the fertilizer will keep going into the farm. The farm should be well stocked until this wood drawer gets full. I'm hoping that what will happen is that when this wood gets full, there'll be nowhere for the wood to go, so it'll block up the farm upstairs and stop producing wood essentially. So it'll only make wood when it needs to make wood, as long as we don't do anything like have some accidental spare open slots. So it's one of the tricky bits with storage drawers, is you have to have every single spot filled just so that no other random stuff ends up going into empty spots. But that's usually pretty easy to manage, so not too hard there at all. Hey, and there we go, more stuff coming in. 26 stacks, 27 stacks. Awesome. Well, I think that is probably about us again for this time. A few more extra things for me to do between now and next time, but I am a lot more happy with our storage now. Like I said, I can put this request pipe up the top, which means I can now get to my storage, well, from the farm at the top if I wanted to, as well as maybe, yeah, I don't know if I want to integrate it with this one just yet, just because we may end up with a whole bunch of stuff going goodness knows where. Although that might be a good chance to use the firewall pipe. So that is one of the handy things. Routed firewall pipe. Yeah, so you can do this thing with the firewall pipe where you can set which items can pass and which ones can't, which means we could set just cells to pass through to here, so we wouldn't end up with any random wood or anything over here. Anyway, like I said, that is all from me. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.